And good Monday morning to everyone. I hope your day is starting out well for you. Believe it or not, this is the last full week of April. Coming up this weekend, we'll be into May. That's end of another school year. A lot of changes happen with that, and getting real close to officially kicking into the summer, aren't we? It's going to feel like summer today, as this week temperatures are climbing. I didn't get my sleeves buttoned earlier. I apologize about that. It bothers me to sit there with them flapping, so I had to get that straightened out. Good morning. Thank you. My name is Scotty Ray, and welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. As we begin this week, I hope your day is going well. I've had a couple of coffees and feeling good about everything. Overnight, and of course, I just really don't watch these things. Candace and I will talk more about it. They left me a few years ago, and very hard for me to even glance at. But the Oscars were on last night, and as they put it, the headline reads all across America, the worst ever. Now, I'm sure you're thinking it's hard to beat last year, but, well, leave it to Hollywood. It seems as though it was the worst that came out. A very woke show. I hadn't read the article yet. I just saw the headline and thought you might want to know that as we glanced at that. Wow. It doesn't shock me anymore that they could double down and make it a little bit worse than last year. So that's what went on over the weekend. It was a great weekend. They did a lot at the Max in Meridian over the weekend. Pretty weather for that. That Sip and Savor. That was a huge success. All the pictures I've seen, it was a lot of people that turned out to that. Also, Kemper Academy had their big night under the stars. It was a night under the gym due to all the rain that hit the football field there. Big thank you to everybody that showed up for that. As the week begins, we'll be telling you more about all that's going on this week that you can partake of as the summertime weather comes about. All right, let's do a little bit about weather this morning, brought to you from our good friend.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, and they do a lot. All right, let's first pull up a radar this morning and show you what's going on across America as we wake up today. Not so shabby today. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Georgia, all is clear. We have to go out into New Mexico area here and parts of Texas here for this fire warning. We do have a little bit of Oklahoma, some wind there, some wind gusts there kicking up. As you go back out here to Utah, Las Vegas, some light showers, and you get into Idaho and Wyoming, still some showers and snow. Up in Wisconsin, some light rain up through Minnesota, and always cold in Columbus, Ohio. It's just hard to shake anything that's not cold up in there. Now, let's look at severe weather for the week of where we are, what we expect that's going to be going on. As we look at today, expect rain showers through Idaho, Nevada, Utah, and a little bit in Wyoming there, and up here in the Dakotas across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Let's move to our next day to tomorrow. Look at that outlook. As it shifts, the worst of the weather tomorrow, so far as we look at this, will be over Oklahoma and parts of Texas. We thought this would be a little bit worse than it's showing up for our area, but not yet. Let's move ahead one more day, and we move to day 3 of this outlook here, moving into Wednesday. And it's just some light stuff from Texas through Oklahoma through Indiana. Our biggest chance of weather this week will come Thursday night into to Friday morning. At first, it was thought that this system here would be a little bit worse than it was and move quicker and closer to us. Not so much at this point. We'll watch it, though, as it develops later on in the week. But our big chance of rain and thunderstorms will roll in Thursday night into Friday, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. So that's a kind of a picture view of what's going on across the nation this morning. Let me say some good mornings to Phil Garrison. Also, good morning to Janie Birdtail. How are you today? Good morning. Polly Jackson is watching. She says, rise and shine. Good morning to you. Terry Carter is up. Good morning. Sylvia Stewart also. Miss Joyce Stamper. How are you doing, girl? Glad to have you along. Also, Terry Ray, good morning to you. Donna Roseman is up, along with Janice Bounds and Kathy, I want to say that's Abston. Good morning from Clanton, Alabama. Hope everything's going good in Clanton for y'all this morning. Beautiful day there in Alabama as well as we turn to look at weather today. So enjoy yourself there. Let's talk about something first, because this really is, we talk about warm weather. Here's my friend Charlie out at the Red Barn Plant and Produce. And if you hadn't been to the Red Barn Plant and Produce lately to check out what Charlie's got, produce has arrived. And one of the great things that they've got there, this is Highway 19 South, just outside of Meridian. If you're looking for tomatoes, boy, they've got them loaded up. Corn has just arrived as well. Some of the things here from zucchini, peppers, yeah, that's always good. And always butter beans and peas and things of that nature. And I wanted to show this other picture that I got, some new products that he just got in that he just posted on his Facebook page. Let me pull this up. Yeah, here it is. Let me pull this around where you can see this. This just come in. Some of the, if you want the green, the red, and they've got that. And there's the corn that's just come in there. Well, you'll like all this. Again, the Red Barn, if you're looking for some great produce, they carry it for you there. The fresh as it comes straight from the farmers straight to you. And, of course, he'll always have some peaches and other things there for you at the Red Barn. Plants, if you're looking for that also, and that's in the name, as you know. If you're looking for azaleas, they got plenty of those, hand plants, all of this stuff to make your yard look a little bit better. Well, and it tastes good, too. You've got a lot of produce mixed in with this. See him today, get you some roses and some tomatoes all at the same time there. You can find it out in the southeast area, the Red Barn Plant and Produce. See Charlie. You can call him ahead of time to see if he's got exactly what you're after, 938-6439, and he'll help you. Again, the Red Barn Plant and Produce, you can find them all there. Highway 19 South, just outside Meridian. Drop in and see Charlie. He'll help you in any way he can. Now, let's turn and talk what the National Weather Service has lined up for us today as we turn to these highs and lows and what we've got. Today, the record high was set in 1989. It was 89 degrees. The record low was set in 1910, way before I came along, at 34 degrees. 89, I sort of remember that. As we go into today, sunshine, we're looking at about 82 for our high today, and it's going to be warmer as we go further into the week. But 82 today, mostly sunshine through it. Let's step across the Bama state line as we look at this. From Tuscaloosa to Demopolis, 81 degrees, all around Birmingham, 82. Hamilton, Alabama, 80. York, Alabama is going to be about 81 degrees also. So the Twin States, it's perfect weather all the way across. Can't beat any of that. As we turn to our record, as we look at the temps over the next 10 days, and you will feel this before the week is out if you hadn't noticed, and it's going to be warm. These temperatures are going to be above average for sure as we look at this. Now, a little bit warmer for our friends in Tennessee, but we're way above it there on the average scale. So what does Mother Nature have for us? As we look deeper into the forecast, let's call up today and talk about today. It's sunshine, 82. Tonight, we'll get down to 54. We'll talk about where it is right now in just a second. 54 for tonight. Sunshine tomorrow, and we'll get up to 85 degrees tomorrow. With the 85, we'll get a little bit of a gust, 20-mile-an-hour gust. Not as bad as it was over the weekend. Y'all remember how it was Saturday afternoon, the wind? Whew, it was pretty rough there. Tuesday night, the low only 62. That's pretty impressive there. As we go to Wednesday, we've got 86. As we move in toward the end of the week, 30% chance during the daytime hours on Friday. And as I said, our biggest chance of rain. Let me turn this on where you can see this as we're looking at this. Right there, where you can see that extended forecast while we're talking about all this. Thursday night, as you look right through here, is going to be moving into Friday there, 60% after in the overnight hours, into that 50% on Friday there. Low around 63. Friday we'll get to 76, a little bit cooler there after that rain goes through. As we get into the weekend, we've got a small chance there on Saturday, a 40% chance, 20% on Sunday. So that's how it's kind of shaping up over the weekend of what to expect this far out. But again, look for that stuff, the worst of our weather to be Thursday night into Friday if we were to have any bad weather. So far it's looking like we won't. As we move in all the way through the 10th, let's jump ahead. We keep in those 80s. We'll get to 86 on the 8th. And by the time we get to May the 10th, we're still at 85 degrees. So above average for this time of year. Pretty impressive there. Now, this morning, this is those Mississippi, Alabama days to where you really have to carry an extra jacket with you before you head out, because right now we're sitting at 49 degrees at Key Field. And let's pull this up and just do a glance, a walk around what's going on across the area here. As we look at Meridian, we're in areas of 50 now, rising up as we go up through here let's go up here toward Kemper County. 48. As you get to Scuba, we're at 48 degrees, and you cut across to DeKalb, still looking at 50. As we go up through Sugarlock, up through these areas here, still steady at 48. Macon, 47 degrees in areas there. We cut across Highway 14 over to Louisville. We've got 47, 50, and you get to Louisville, holding steady, 48, 49, right around there, the city limits. And as you drop down through Noxapater, still at 48. In Philadelphia, we're sitting at 48 there. As we come down 19, pretty much going to be the same temperature, anywhere from 48 to 49 all the way to the Meridian area. So that's sort of what we've got this morning. Let's look over here at Geiger, Alabama. Y'all are at steady 48. Gainesville, y'all are at 48. Livingston sitting at 50 this morning. So anywhere from 47 to 50 is pretty much the temperature this morning as you're getting your day started there. So, a little nip in the air. But again, it's going to be into the 80s, 40s, 80s. Big difference, isn't it? Good morning to Tommy Ainsworth watching. Also, Patricia Boswell up in Adam today. Glad to have you along there. Linda Culpepper. J.T. Rigdon is watching. Jonathan Ritchie also. And good morning. Thankful to see the sun coming up. Bernadette Odom says, isn't that the truth? It's always a good idea to have that coming up. It makes you feel good that we've all made it to another day. It does me anyway. As we talk about plumbing, that's a thing that all of us have got. Every now and then something breaks, and our friends at Masterflow Plumbing will be more than glad to help you. They specialize in this from the Hattiesburg area all the way to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And you've seen these tunnel jobs that they do to where if you've got a problem under your house, under your slab, they can get in and take care of it, fix the problem, fix the foundation back underneath it there, get the dirt back in there. From your front yard, these do happen occasionally where you have something delivered that's too heavy, runs over a pipe and bust it. They can come in and fix that repair or replace the whole line, whichever it is. And that does happen. I've seen it many, many, many times. From a whole new water line replacement to getting slabs. This is one of the stickiest situations that you'll have in your home is a slab problem. They can fix that as well, reroute that plumbing. A lot of the older homes had that old metal pipe that ran into slabs and causes problem. From the simplest things, from a water faucet to boy, it's really aggravating when you break one of those handles and it doesn't cooperate right. They can get those fixed at no time. And one of the things they do well at, and that is cleaning out your drains. And they have a special on that of $125. No service charge to come there. It's a flat $125, guaranteed for 60 days. That's pretty good, isn't it? Masterflow Plumbing, 228-870-0471, water heaters, toilets, all of that good stuff. 36 years of experience, and they can fix anything plumbing. Yep, talk to Galen. He'll help you there. They know what they're doing, and will handle it for you. Well, again, I've got Candace coming in at 8:30. We'll go over all the news that happened over the weekend, and boy, there is a lot that has happened across the United States over the last 48 hours since she and I were together on Friday morning. We'll tell you about all of that. We'll go deeper into the weather again this morning as the day starts. It's going to be beautiful. I think it's nice weather. Again, right now we're sitting at 49 degrees as you start your day. Not bad at all. 82. So light jacket, something that you can get rid of a little bit later because this will, after we get up to probably about 8 o'clock is where that temperature will start climbing again and get warmer, and you'll want to get rid of your jacket there. I went somewhere Saturday early. I'd put on a jacket and had to get rid of it. It does happen. So anyway, that's a quick look at your weather. Thank you for watching. We'll have more coming up in just a little while as we continue our morning. Monday morning, again, the last week of April as we begin it. We'll be back here in just a little over an hour and a half. Scotty Ray's weather to keep you updated.
Scotty Ray's weather is brought to you by